Mais um dia, mais episódios. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, mano. Paramos aqui na casa do Christian, né? Tem que falar com ele? Já não falei com ele? Pode. Ah, não, tem que falar com o comerciante.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
Mano,
If
tá
it says
escondendo
90,
coisa.
there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Or someone is writing down false numbers
Pois é.
and hiding 10 cores.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more.
Huh.
I seriously doubt that. Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
Is Ulrich VAVAK behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met VAVAK.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe
Nossa.
half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Muito bom.
I will be as silent as the grave.
Comigo você não foi tanto Silent the Grave, né? Se aparecer alguém que nem eu, você vai falar. Acho melhor não, hein? Pode tem que falar com o Fett.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you?
I'm Henry. Sir Christian sent me.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shot up.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found...
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his.
Não, mano. A fraude é sua.
And you're a fraud.
What did you just say?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads. And they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated.
Não tá. Bom dia, também
Anyway,
conhece.
what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for VAVAK, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. You're small fry. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved.
All fry.
And that's what interests me.
Hurry. I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cut the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along,
Eita.
I could have an accident, and there was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy. but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk.
Ah,
But I don't think it was an accident.
tá.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich VAVAK, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about VAVAK. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The mint master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find
É
out
cara
we
ali
know
ouvindo
about the
tudo.
fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
Acho bom. Oxi. Tá, vamos falar pro Christian agora. Os updates. Ih, eu já não tinha upado isso? Ah, é, né? Tive que voltar ao save. Qual que eu tinha escolhido? Ressuscitado, eu acho. Vamos me lavar. Sangue é paia, né? Ah, até agora o jogo tá rodando melhor que ontem. 67 FPS, 70. Mas só é pra Gutenberg que vai cair.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little.
Oh.
You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here, so it won't be new to me.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably. In short, be charismatic.
Tá.
What should I...
Like I said, some decent clothes. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor. If you're charismatic enough, Buresh is sure. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like...
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed,
Eu já tenho minha roupa de
ground,
nobre.
and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction. I reckon he won't be thrilled. But he won't. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he... If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything. You could get something out of the workers. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eye... Good luck, Henry.
Valeu. É minha roupa de nobre. Aqui. Acho que ela tá limpa, né? Parece que tá. Sujeira zero, sangue zero. É, tá bem limpa na real. Vamos pôr só lá então, pra deixar ela limpa mesmo.
Where should I...
If you can get into the workshops, it'd also be a good idea to ask the... I reckon I don't need to tell you to be as cautious as possible.
Tá. Vambora então, hein. A gente troca de roupa só lá, tira as armas. Tá suave. Contei no 15. Onde que é? Ah, é aqui perto. Pare com o Ureste, dê uma olhada pela fundição.
Quick!
É, já vou trocar de roupa então. E tirar as armas. Como é que tira? Ah, só tirar. Não. Não. Para. Daí tira isso aí também. Tira a adaga também. Bora. Onde nós podemos perguntar coisas aqui, hein? Taverna é sempre um bom lugar. Tem taverna? Isso aqui é ferreiro. Não sei se tem taverna. Opa. Tem.
Whoa!
Mano, não tem ninguém, velho. Tem um guarda.
Morning to you.
Não quero jogar dados. Ninguém aqui. Cadê as pessoas? Ah. Esse é o Brecht que eu tenho que falar. Sem pelos. Um padre.
God be with you.
How is life in Grund, Father?
There is divine peace here. The locals are hard-working, and they come faithfully to Mass.
I'm glad to hear it.
Aye, aye, sometimes someone gets into a scrap in the tavern.
É,
But I reckon that happens.
tá.
God.
Ah, vamos só falar logo com esse Brecht, vai.
Greetings.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Obrigado.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skellets, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered.
Beleza.
The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Claro.
Can you tell me what happened with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
Tá.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here, up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day.
Claro.
20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a hryvnia of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 hryvnias of pure silver per day.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
How many corves were delivered from Horshan, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horsham, of all places?
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
90.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places.
Farewell, sir.
Isso não foi uma ameaça não, né, mano? Tá. Consiga provas contra o VAVAK. Vamos ver, vamos dar mais uma olhada por aí então, né? Taverna nessas horas tá falida. Vamos ver o que esse cara aqui pode me dizer. Nada. Legal. Quem é você?
The Lord sees you.
Só porque eu tô marcado, né? Dá pra ver a marca dessa roupa? Ah, dá pra ver um pouco.
What a view!
Agora viu. Tem uma missão secundária aqui. Mas não irei fazer.
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in the scrusher we scrush the ore brought from the mound and chuck it in the furnace. Then we shovel charcoal until the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in other furnaces till we get pure silver out of the ore.
How do you like working in the smelter?
Aye. Can't complain
Aye.
at all, sir. We get a nice pile of chink from the yield and we're dry and warm.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I can't complain about him, sir. He's an honest bloke, and he pays us well, from what I've heard from the other smelters. It's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I graft all day. No time for looking around.
Tô looking over.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Here? In our smelter? That would mean some of our lads are involved, and you get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this.
Ah,
Have a chat with Shima over there. He's not...
Shima. Cadê o Shima? Over there onde, mano? Ah, inclusive. Pronto, sempre vamos arrumar essa bota. Aqui, fundidor Shima.
I'm sorry.
Vamos sentar e vamos falar com ele. Ó, ele levantou.
Are you the fella they call Shima?
And who are you?
Henry. Sir Christian of Pisek sent me.
The steward of the mint? And why did he send you?
I'm interested in the operations of the smelter.
What would you like to know?
What does your job entail?
Lá, né?
Here in the smelter, the extracted ore turns into pure silver right under our hands. Bloody miracle, right?
Esse cara tem
Horse
cara de
shit.
perigo mesmo.
It's an awful, filthy fucking graft
Cara de
for a
pilantra.
few miserable groschen. If I could, I'd fuck off somewhere over the hills. But I've a family,
com certeza ele
and
quer
they
roubar.
don't ask me what I really want.
How do you like working in the smelter?
It's a shitty fucking job. My back aches something awful from shoveling heaps of ore back and forth. You're always breathing stive from the furnace, and then you cough your soul out after the shift is over. We'll all be crippled wrecks in a few years. That's how it is.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
Listen, All folks like him care about is lining their purses. They don't care if we break our backs because of it. On the other hand, I don't think it's any better anywhere else.
What happens to the silver from the smelting works?
The bars are kept under lock and key in a safe place until a merchant or the blokes from the mint come and get them. Only the owner of the smelter and a handful of select people have access to them, such as the foreman of the works, who checks the purity.
Does any silver go missing from here, by any chance?
Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
Look, I know my way around silver mining. I'm conducting an expert investigation. Justice is blind. If someone's bypassing the production process just to stuff their purse, they're hurting more than just the king. Especially you, the grafters, the yakkers and smelters. And that pisses me off, because I'm actually one of you.
Right. I reckon you could be. Listen up, then. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it. But be careful, and keep a weapon close.
Thank you.
Tá. Encontre Volkmar. Vamos, cavalo. Vambora. Vamos que vamos. Foi esse estábulo que ele comprou?
Whoa, whoa.
Você é o Volkmar? É.
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
Eita,
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down.
Have you gone insane? You want to attack a nobleman? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me. You won't avoid punishment.
You're
deu
really
certo.
a nobleman?
Tá bem.
But that's... Oi! Where are you cowards running to? I'll get you.
Calma aí. Fudeu, porra. Não preciso de armadura. Seu otário.
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver?
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life.
Era o Buresh mesmo.
It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Take it from the beginning.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his
Nossa,
man
roupa é mó
assistant.
parecida mesmo, né?
I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. With threats.
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself? Why did he need you?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king's silver. They take turns. Buresh had it all figured out.
Você não tem vergonha de
Aren't
roubar
you
o
ashamed
rei?
to steal from the king?
And which king did I steal from exactly? Wenceslas or Sigismund. I didn't care, man. I earned some nice chink, and that was that for me.
Eu também não teria vergonha de
Moving
roubar
on,
do Sigismund.
where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Burdesh has a secret mint in one of them.
Tá.
They counterfeit coins in there.
Yeah, I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Burdesh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master VAVAK was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Nary,
Que eu
knew
derrubei ele.
something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
Matei ele.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Why are you doing this anyway?
Isso não é da sua conta.
That's none of your business.
I see. I won't pry. Well, now you have the map, and since I told you everything, will you let me go? Please? I know I wanted to, you know, but please let me go, please.
Pode ir, mano.
All right,
Pode ir.
you can go.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, I'll make it up to you. I swear, you're a good, merciful man. God be with you.
God be with you. Pode ir embora. E o que esse cara tem aqui? Sem pelos. Tá. Não tinha nada demais, né? Mas...
Look what I have for you.
Toma. Mano, cadê o meu cavalo? Ah, tá aí.
Good boy.
Good boy. Tá, onde é que vamos agora? R. E é só esse R? Sim. Vamos lá. Starakutna. Tem Fast Travel? Não vi. Não. Então vamos logo. Acho que eu posso soltar pra minha armadura, né? Voltei. Não quero saber. É meio estranho essa sombra ali na frente, ó, bem onde tá a mira, tá vendo? Uma linha reta meio esquisita. Não sei se é causa da minha configuração gráfica ou se é assim de qualquer jeito. Pra que aqui? Esse lugar estranho aqui. Nossa, tá com uns barulhos muito esquisitos aqui. Que passa. Não sei se é aqui na verdade. Acho que não. Vamos ver o mapa, né? A gente tem um mapa. Tá aqui perto de um acampamento ali, ó. Você é louco, não entendi nada. Deve ser mais pra frente. Seguindo reto ali. Por aqui.
Uou!
Eita porra, que é um local privado. Foi mal. Eita, onde esse cara aqui? Vai embora, mano. Tá, vamos ver se a gente acha o lugar. Vamos ver o mapa de novo. É nesse acampamento aqui, com certeza. Então tá, tamo nesse acampamento. Perto das árvores. É perto da entrada da floresta. Tá, vai ser perto da entrada da floresta. Vamos ver no minimapa onde que fica perto. Ah, ó, tem a entrada da floresta aqui, então é aqui, ó. É aquela casinha ali. Então tá, vamos lá. Queijo? Ué? Calma aí. Vamos ver de novo o mapa. É nessa casinha que eu tô. Tem um alçapão, parece. Não sei. Tem algo no chão. Ai, velho. Onde será que é, hein, galera? Ó, pra cá já é muito longe, mano. Tem um poço ali. Será que é ali? Vamos ver. Olha. Pode ser que seja, hein? Tem um cavalo ali. Mano. Deve ser aqui mesmo. Encontra a casa de conhecimento secreto é aqui mesmo. Tá, vamos conseguir provas contra o VAVAK. Tá. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Ai. Com essa armadura nem adianta eu agachar, né? Porque eu faço muito barulho de qualquer jeito. Preciso de provas contra o VAVAK. Chinap só. E é ali que eu tinha visto antes. De burro. Nada. Opa. Tá, tem um negócio aqui, hein? Acho que compensa mais eu ficar com esse negócio. Tá, vamos reequipar isso aqui. Equipa a tocha também. Segundo mais aqui. Com fome. Meu Deus.
What do you think you're doing? Did I imagine it? I must be mad. Huh? I'm not really in the mood for this. All right, this isn't going to work. Help! Folks, someone help!
Fudeu. Mano. Caralho, galera. Tá, vamos roubar aqui. É, nada demais. Puta merda. Eu tô sem armadura, mano.
What's wrong? Don't like red? Show your stuff! No
Ufa. Nossa, hein? Quase morri. Calma aí. Caralho. Tô sem cura, mano. Que bosta. Tá. Tirar pra... Registros. Muito groschen também. Coisa boa que eu tô precisando. Legal, legal. Hermes Trismegistus. Groschen. Ai, peguei alguma merda dele. Aleatória. Foi armadura, será? Sei lá o que eu peguei dele. Tá, o que mais tem aqui pra gente roubar? Ah, cara, eu queria ter ido stealth, sabe? Mas não deu certo. Ah, se os guardas vieram daqui, deve ser a saída. Ó o Buresh.
Have you had enough, Buresh?
Mercy! For Christ's sake, mercy!
Now you'll spill everything.
Oh, I'm just a poor...
So calm down and talk.
Eu sabia que ele tava aqui.
Start talking now.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek, and they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like VAVAK better than all them Rutards, Piseks, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? He'd destroy me and find someone else to run the smelting works. I hate to say it, but he knew who to come to.
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as long as it does. He trusts the mintmaster he installed, and he's got no way of knowing something's going missing along the way. Unless someone tells him.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept records of mining and processing to cook the books. And to keep the Mint Master free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole operation. For a tidy pile of coin, of course. In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the slightest problem with earning something on the side of the king's expense. And when somebody got cold feet, we took care of him.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer diverted, undisclosed.
Whatever. What do you do with it?
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine? I don't get it.
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. We're producing beautiful, new, and especially clean groschen. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I got into a chest with books containing records of all the bribes and payments. VAVAK's entire spiderweb.
I see. And I can really count on you not to use any of this against me? Will you give me your word?
You have my word. I won't blackmail you.
I'm glad to hear that. You've already got everything you need.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
I'm sure you have something else. I don't know what, but I have a hunch.
I really don't have anything. I'll be on my way. I won't say
Merda.
it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
Será prazer, Graciela.
Likewise.
Vai embora aí, vai. O que mais tem por aqui? Caso. Tá. Pra cá que vai embora, será? Não sei. Sempre me perco nessas minas. Ah, é por aqui mesmo. Coisa boa. Vamos embora. Mano, estamos com a metade do efeito ali da marcação do caralho. Na moral, velho, que ódio que eu peguei isso aí. Agora meu hair vai ter isso pra sempre. Tá latindo aí, ô Mats? Meu Deus, cavalo, não se tá aqui embaixo, não. Tá, agora a gente vai pro Christian. Vai, vamos pras minas, aí a gente vai pra lá.
Go!
Vamos pra rocha, na real. Bora.
Já!
Vamos que vamos.
Já! Quick! Quick!
Tá, Christian, voltei. Foi um longo dia, hein? Hoje o Harry só fez coisa o dia inteiro. E nossa, ainda tá cedo ainda. O Harry é rápido, né, no serviço dele. Vamos lavar aqui, né? Ficar apresentável. Olha, eu não ligo se o bode me vê não, tá? Tô nem aí que eu tenho marca. Você não tem que falar nada não, cuida da sua vida. E aí, Christian? Voltei.
I got the evidence against Mint Master VAVAK.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good.
Amém.
Where did you find this?
VAVAK had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
I had a bit of a disagreement with the guards, so I killed them.
Sacre! Well, I suppose it was to be expected someone would be guarding the secret mint. I hope that's all that happened.
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable, and we made a deal.
É.
What deal?
I let him go in exchange for him telling me everything.
I understand. He's clever enough to know when he's walking on thin ice. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him. The important thing is we have the accounts in our hands proving VAVAK was behind everything. I'd like to see his face when he hears about this. In any case, we uncovered something big.
Agora a gente pode voltar lá pra Gutenberg e falar pro cara lá.
For sure how Master Buresh was involved in the whole thing.
Well, the books will have to suffice.
É, eu tentei persuadir ele, mas ele não
I
falou
hope
nada.
so.
Deu merda.
But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich VAVAK von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, VAVAK won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people, if you take my meaning.
You want to keep stealing from the king?
Oh, come on. Sigismund isn't our rightful king. The less silver he gets his paws on, the less he can pay to his Hungarian cutthroats.
Tem razão. Sigismundo que se foda.
Now, listen. Here's the plan. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint, only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on a spoiled
Ficaram com
tip
medo
with
pra
a broken
caralho.
neck.
You think it's related?
Caralho?
Who knows?
Os
Maybe
dois
Herman
morreram.
told someone
Achei
he
que
was
você fugiu.
snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to
Oish.
arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement. And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail VAVAK all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus. So, what do you
Dinheiro?
say? All you have to do is nod.
I just want to save my lord, Hans Capon.
É isso aí.
That's why I'm doing this.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Rittard agreed on. That's between you and him. You've heard my offer.
Doesn't that mean you'll be stealing from Ruthard?
Do me a favor. Rittard will want to be in on it.
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver,
Tá.
it's that it's got one. It surely doesn't smell bad.
Então tá bom.
Excellent. You won't regret it. But don't forget,
Ah, ó, deu
you
bastante
can
grosso.
blackmail VAVAK with the evidence all you want, but leave the path of silver to me. Here's
Tá,
your
path
secret
of silver
records and
dele.
copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry, and give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his...
Perfeito. Viargento. Terminamos essa parte então, hein? Tem o livro aqui. Presente-se aos Hutter. Vamos lá, né? Agora nós vamos pra Gutenberg. Será que eu, antes de ir pra Gutenberg, quero ir em alguma cidade que tenha banho? Qual cidade vai ter banho mais perto aqui? Rabor, os caras me odeiam. Nem sei onde é Rabor. O acampamento de Sigismund tem, mas não tem fast travel pra lá. Estranho, né? Não tem fast travel pra lá. A gente tá até perto de Gutenberg, mas Gutenberg eles não vão me aceitar na casa de banho. Tá, vamos pra Gutenberg, vai. Felizmente, sem tomar banho. Bora! Eita! Vamos lá matar um cara aqui.
Fuck you, whoreson!
Toma, você come. Vem. Toma. Cima. Esquerda. Opa. Esquerda. Baixo. Direita. Mano. Vai. Morreu. Caralho. Nossa, a armadura dele aqui é boa. Vale uma grana. Vem cá, cavalo, que eu vou colocar tudo em você. 1000, 2000, 260, 600, 1000. Você é louco, hein? Gostei, gostei. Vem pra cá, mano. Tá, vai pra você aí. Vai pra você aí, vai pra você aí. Vai pra você aí. Vai. Pronto. E os outros? Os outros não vai ter nada demais, né? O outro era pobre. Beleza. Bora. A Gutenberg. Nossa, tem tanta side quest em Gutenberg. Tem que fazer essas coisas, velho. Mas eu tô com preguiça de fazer agora, mano. Tava com saudade de fazer a história principal. Gutenberg até demora pra carregar. Ah, mano, a galera me odeia aqui, velho. Triste. Quer dizer, eles não é que eles me odeiam, eles não me respeitam mais, mano. Mas, pô, já fui tão respeitado aqui. Muito triste de ter conseguido... É, os FPS que tava bom pra caramba, agora já caiu pra 48 de novo. 50. Afs. Olha esse cavalo, que coisa linda. Nápoles. Parece um puro sangue árabe. Vamos só ver se realmente ninguém vai querer me dar banho. Acho que não, mano. Ô, Beata. Ô, Beata. Fala comigo, Beata. Ué. Barbeiro não vai querer cortar o cabelo.
Good day, sir.
Get your things ready.
There'll be none of that. These razors can do more than just...
Ô, louco, mano. Que isso?
Good afternoon.
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you...
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers. It'll make you feel real good. How do you like to have a...
Que isso, gente? Do nada. Caralho.
While I'm here. Only my throat is still burning like hell.
Ah, então ela vai me dar um banho? Será? Consegui um banho de um jeito diferente. Ô, louco. Limpou mesmo? Ah, não limpou porra nenhuma, velho. Ficou sujo ainda. Só fez sacanagem mesmo. Caralho. Do nada, mano. Só falei com a funcionária.
They say you're too bashful. I'm not some piece of meat that anyone can grab whenever they want. As long as you're working in my bathhouse, you are a piece of meat. That's what I pay you for, lass. But some of them are disgusting and stink. But money doesn't stink. And happy punters mean more money. But if you don't like it, you can go back to the ditch I found you in.
Eita.
Welcome, sir.
I need a
Sorry, Henry. If anyone's...
Nossa, vai cagar. Tá bom.
Yeah. Show me what you've got on you.
Os caras não confiam em mim mais, mano.
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
Carry on.
Vai tomar no seu cu, morto. Olha isso, mano. Zero respeito, mano.
This kingdom, so two other brothers are quarreling in Kuttenberg. Brothers in Christ. Ever since the Sedlets monastery was founded.
Legal. Ah, meu cãozinho, você fala, né, do meu cãozinho. Pelo menos trata ele bem. Já que ninguém me trata bem, nem diga.
Good day to you.
I'm bringing you... I'll try to get you something.
Oh, well.
Nossa, dá pra dar comida para meus mendigos. Nunca tinha tentado antes.
I expect you have some reason.
Tem.
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
I'm Henry. I've got pressing news for Lord Rookhard. Take me to him. He's expecting me.
Ah, Henry. Yes. Yes, Sir Kroonsland mentioned you. I'll let you in. Shimek will take you to the Lord. I hope he'll find the time to listen to what you have for him. You're not the first to come to him today, see?
O guarda o levará para uma audiência com o Lorde da Mansão Rookhard.
Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Rookhard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
Nem me limpei, Monafis.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Nars? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right after dead.
Damn it! There's always counting grosh and not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his.
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There is no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
I've got good news for you. Concerning Mintmaster VAVAK.
Interrompendo, foda-se.
I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations
Pra
are
caralho.
true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally, some good news.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Henry of Scotland.
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas,
Lord da Rabosh.
as
Rabosh
no
me
doubt you've
odeia.
already deduced.
I'm pleased to meet you, Sir Martin. And I've got good news for you. I freed Hensel, one of your subjects, from Andrew Ramhead's captivity.
So I've heard. Clearly, you have a good heart, but you've done more harm than good. I tried to keep Sigismund from turning his attention to Rabosh as much as possible. And the greedy but slow-witted Ramhead came in useful.
Eu não lembro que eu fiz de errado em Rabosh, mas realmente a
I
minha reputação lá é
tolerated his
péssima.
robbery, because as long as he could steal here and there, that's all he cared about. But Hensel's escape provoked him, so now I'm afraid he'll be more alert and attentive.
I apologize, sir. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Yes, and that's precisely why even good soldiers need a wise commander. Perhaps Liechtenstein will teach you that one day.
Sir Gunslin.
Shimek? What's going on?
Min Master VAVAK is heading here with an armed cohort.
Eita, pô.
Right now?
Let him come. He'll be surprised what I've got on him.
Henry's right. If he helps us again like last time, we have nothing to fear.
I agree. Let VAVAK come.
É isso aí.
Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Vai dar treta, hein?
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth 12 armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly, and then go to your chambers and lock yourself in.
Isso aí.
What?
Oxi.
I'm going with you.
Que doida, é.
No.
Toda guerreira.
So
Ai, ai,
go to
ai.
your room. Take your precious crossbow, and if things turn out badly, shoot any of VAVAK's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line in our family. Don't forget that.
I love you, Papa.
Legal.
God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit.
Oh,
But
bicho
you're
feio,
more
meu
than well
Deus.
aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree, sir?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured, we're very well prepared today for anyone who might threaten us.
Threat? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear. If not, the king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Acho que isso não vai acontecer.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you could do as you please just because you have Sigismund's favor? That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words. Sir, only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare you?
É, tenho provas.
Kindly.
The word is you're conspiring with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett, sir, to falsify the mining records together. In other words, you're stealing the royal silver. And what's more, taking it to a secret mint where you forge your own coin with the royal stamp. And that's a capital crime. What do you suppose Sigismund might do when he finds out his own mint master is robbing him? Especially when he's desperate for every last groschen.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mint Master again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
I know about your account ledgers and the ones from Buresh. The real ones. That prove how you carried out this fraud.
You've made up those books. Or do you actually have them on you?
Of course not. Do you think we're completely stupid? We've got copies here. The original books are safely stashed away out of your reach.
Exactly. And if anything happens to us, they'll see to it that King Sigismund and the town council will hear all about Herma's Trismegistos silver skimming business.
So, do you want to chance your luck, or come to an agreement?
Captain!
Sir!
This matter is an internal affair of the Crown and my office. I'll resolve it here with these gentlemen in private.
Are you sure, sir?
Yes, damn it! Do what I say! Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mint Master the privacy he requests.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. And I expect you'll be wanting something in return.
The executioner's far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mint Master? Wait! We got off on the wrong foot!
I'll give you the wrong
Tá todo cagado agora.
right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunslin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you'll leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good.
Fácil, né?
You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right. So don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunslin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our Mint Master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many interesting things.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances.
É isso.
Ha ha! Now that was a good one.
Pois é.
Mighty Mint Master strode in like
Muito
a
bom
lion.
ver esses caras aqui, se achava todo fodão, depois todo fudidinho, aceitando qualquer coisa.
I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job. And
well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did. And I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov, and you could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Bergov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know
Oh,
about it
quero matar esse
ourselves
Von
for a
Bergov,
long
mano.
time. Until Rosa discovered it in the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in a room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
Tá.
All right, I'll ask her.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is...
Nobody will be expecting me. The passageway is an advantage that works on my side. Besides, I've got my spy coat on, which makes me hard to spot. I can deal with any locks, and if I come across anyone, I'll take him out without a sound or a trace.
Well, it looks like you know what you're doing, and that you've done it before. I'll pray for your success.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find allies. But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under von Bergol's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land. And von Bergol will look like a fool, and he'll lose a strong... That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining...
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realized. Thanks again.
What?
As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll head out right away. I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing...
You've no lack of courage, son.
Exato, é corajoso pra
You
caralho.
shouldn't count. I'll at least look at the books you... I'm very curious about what there is on...
I wish you a pleasant read.
Perfeito. Fale com Rosa. Vambora. Sem perder tempo.
Feeling you're looking for me, Henry.
Eu tô.
Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars, but the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest, not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the stud farm.
A wayside shrine? How do you mean?
Are you a Christian at all? Never mind. It's a big white column. You can't miss it. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of... How can I describe it?
Uma janela, uma fenda por onde olhar.
A gap you can look through.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, it should direct you towards some ruins. Go there. And now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. You have to find it and look where its top points to. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one, and again follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rocks. You dig there, and you should get to the passageway.
That's a really cunning solution. No random fool would ever find it.
That was exactly my intention when I thought it up. Thanks, Henry. I think you're no fool, so you shouldn't have any trouble. And that's not all. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget, you have to get out too.
You're right. Horses will be needed. For me and for Capon.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, I know how to arrange that. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask Hashtal for horses.
Tá.
Where's the catch?
No catch. On the contrary, please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay him for the horses.
You got it well figured out. Thanks. Don't know how I'd manage without you.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said something like that, didn't he? You know, you might not be aware of it, but you saved us from a mountain of trouble. Papa would never admit it, but alone, we wouldn't be able to resist the Mint Master for long. You've earned the right to the gratitude and friendship of our house for all time.
Right.
Would you like to come with me? At least I'll be sure to find that place.
Would you seriously want me there? What if something...
Well, you wouldn't be a burden to me. Quite the opposite. I've already seen you know how to take care of yourself.
Thank you. But I can't go nevertheless.
Imaginei.
Papa would jump out of his skin if he even heard of such a thing. That's why I would like to ask you for one favor, but you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone. Understand?
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov, if you could bring me something from there.
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, and I was starting to worry it would stay there forever. But if you're going there now...
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated in the mysteries of writing.
What do you mean, uninitiated? I happen to know how to read.
Really? Mea culpa.
Mea culpa.
You are full of surprises. So if you do find the book, you'll be able to read it.
Well, yeah. That's the way it goes with books.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for you. If you'd like to know why it's so important to me, you'll have to find it first.
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly tear the entire fortress apart to find that book for you.
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way would give yourself away immediately, and I'd remain without my book. Find it nice and quietly.
Your wish is my...
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather
Cor
and inlaid
escarlate,
with gold.
custado com ouro.
You won't find many like such there. And take this, so you don't get lost in the fortress.
Thank you.
It is quite possible
Mapa
you
do
won't
Rei
get back to
Malachov e mapa do
Malashov
Fortaleza.
again. So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
Terei cuidado.
Oh, and about that...
Nada, eu não vou perguntar tudo de novo. Fale com o Rastal. É, tem que falar com o cara do cavalo antes.
Some kind of Greek hero, aren't he?
Ele tá lendo ali. Legal. Uhul. Tá. Tem algum negócio de me lavar aqui? Onde que fica esse Rastal? Nossa, fica longe. Fica muito longe. Então vamos pra lá. Noite. Lobos. Ah, foda-se, evita. Aqui eu sei que tem um negócio de se lavar, vou usar. Ali, ó. Ó, tem um sabão aqui também. Ah, lavar roupas, lavar tudo. Boa. Agora tô limpinho. Agora a gente vai pro Rastal.
Whoa, whoa, quick, quick!
Bora.
Go!
Vamos que vámonos. Vamos que vámonos. Tá, chegamos aqui na cidade de Lhota, mano. Eu nunca tinha vindo aqui, né? Uma área nova.
Go! Go!
Acho que aqui perto que tá o cara. Conversar mais. Vamos descobrir como é que chega nele. Ai, meu Deus. Tá, aqui tem coordenador. Acho que é por aqui, hein? Por aqui. Acho que já tá muito tarde, o cara vai estar dormindo com certeza, eu acho. Dá pra ver o tempo quando eu tô no cavalo. Opa. Deve ser por aqui. Ferraria. Aí chegamos. Comissão de cavalos. Vamos ver se ele tá acordado ainda. Ah, ó. É 10 horas ainda. Dá pra estar acordado, né?
Show me.
What do you want here, you scoundrel?
E aí?
The Ruthard sent me.
What's that to do with me? Those days when Ruthard was the Lord of Malashoth are over. I don't want to have anything more to do with him, so you can be on your way.
He sends you his regards. And he asked me to remind you that he's still paying for masses for your family, as the two of you agreed.
Sakura. Nobody knows about that but him.
That's why he told me. So you'd be sure I really did come from them, and this isn't a trick.
Well, that changes things. Sorry for being a bit hostile-like. But times are tough. A man can't be sure of anything. Good to hear that Sir Quinlan still has a few friends left. Give him my greetings, and thank him for still honoring our agreement.
Sure. I'll pass that on to him.
So, tell me, what did the Ruthard send you for?
I'm planning a certain enterprise. Something that the new lord of the castle certainly won't be happy about.
An enterprise, you say? I reckon it's best not to ask what that might be, eh?
That would be wise. And I need you to get fresh, fast horses ready for me.
That's quite a lot you're asking of me. A fresh, fast horse don't come cheap. But fine, since you're from Sir Quinlan, I'll have it ready for you. Somewhere a bit further from here so I don't get in the shit if things go sideways.
Of course. The last thing I want is to endanger you unnecessarily. And the Ruthards promise to pay for the horse if it comes to any harm.
All right. So look, here next to the stud farm, there's a kind of band of rocks below the forest. When you go alongside the rocks to the end, you'll find a wooded copse not far from the castle. There's a well-trodden patch of ground there, so that's where I'll have that horse ready for you. Hopefully, nothing will happen to him if I just leave him there. Recently, there's been wolves and wild dogs sniffing around here, so we have to watch out for the animals.
Thanks. I'm obliged to you.
You ought to be. I wish you the best of luck. I reckon you'll need it.
Tá.
Farewell.
Agora tem que encontrar a antiga capela. Será que tem taverna nesse lugar? Ilhota. Não tem nada. Uma cidade aleatória, velho. É aqui perto o E de qualquer jeito. Por que eu queria uma taverna? Porque eu queria ver se eles têm algum lugar pra dormir lá. Pra ficar de dia, porque é melhor de dia o jogo. E se eu só passar o tempo, o Henry vai ficar com sono, eu acho. Tá, ó, tem o bagulho que ela falou, é isso aqui.
Uou!
É o santuário, beleza. A área vai ser enorme, eu imagino. Tá aí o santuário, a gente tem que vir pra cá, não é? Não? Ué. Tem umas pedras suspeitas aqui. Sei lá. Contra a antiga capela. Tá.
This must be the chapel Rosa was talking about.
Aqui,
I'm supposed to look through its arch for some old ruins. Well, let's see.
Nossa, é muito ruim de chegar de noite. O Henry vai ficar cansado? 6 da manhã ele vai estar 50. Sim, quase cansado, mas... Não muito, mas ele vai ficar feel quite hungry. Eu não tenho comida mais, eu acho. Ah, tem vinho, mas vinho não aumenta muito a saciedade. Então não adianta. Tá. Desce. A tocha. Depois disso, o que tem que fazer? Pega o livro que a Lady Rosa pediu. Tá. Buscou tarde de mim, tá? Tentar achar a carro. Encontrei a antiga capela, agora tem que olhar pelo arco para encontrar as ruínas de que a Rosa falava. Lá devo procurar uma cruz de pedra. Vamos olhar de novo. Ah, ali, ó. Tá na cara, pô. As ruínas ali na frente. Vamos. Vamos que vamos. Chegamos nas ruínas.
The chapel directed me here. There's no doubt about that. So somewhere around here, I have to find a stone cross, and then go in the direction the top is pointing.
Tá, tem que encontrar uma cruz de pedra. Uma pá aqui. Que mais eu não preciso, porque eu já tenho pá. Ó o Harry com fome aí. E o sono começou ali, ó, o efeitinho de cama. Ó, aqui tem mais ruína. Aqui a cruz de pedra. Tá apontando pra lá. Então vamos. Depois da cruz eu tenho que achar o quê? Depois tem que achar outra cruz e de novo seguir na direção indicada. Tá. A gente segue na direção indicada, que é o norte. Vamos seguir. Temos que encontrar outra cruz. Ó. Não vai ter não? Sabia que eu tava muito longe. Ué. Eu não vi nenhuma outra cruz, mano. Vamos ver se a gente vê alguma. Tô indo pro sul agora. Cara, eu não tô vendo outra cruz. Morre, lobinho, caralho. Tem outro? Abate. Carne. Será que dá merda comer carne crua? Não posso comer. Tá. Ó. Mas claramente a cruz tá aqui, ó. Eu vi ali a cruz. E ela aponta pra lá, tipo, não é pra aquela direção que eu tenho que ir, né? Não pra cá, pra trás. Porque pra trás vai acabar, mano.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Olha isso, mano. Aponta pra cá, velho. Eu estou andando totalmente reto, mano. Pra onde a cruz estava apontando. Opa. Volta. Pula. Eu não vejo nenhuma outra cruz. Ah, o que é? Continuo sem ver nenhuma outra cruz. E pra cá a gente tá saindo do F, ó. Saímos. Ah, galera, eu já volto.
Hungry.
Tá, galera. Acho que achei.
A cross in
Aqui.
stone. I'll grab the spade and see if I'm in the right place.
Bora. Vamos começar a cavar. Algo está no caminho. O Mutz. Sai, Mutz. Vem. Vamos ver se achamos. Ele tá comendo até chegar à passagem secreta. Eita porra.
Tough job, but it was worth it. The way to Malashov is clear. Now I get it. Those boards were supported by beams to hold the earth above, so there didn't have to be as much of it.
Tá.
Hidden and firm. Really smart.
Vamos que vamos, né?
It's a good thing they did it that way too, so I didn't have to dig as much.
Mas galera, vamos continuar isso no próximo episódio, porque esse aqui já deu 1h30. Vamos lá pra Malashov.